I asked my mama what to do when I failed. She said, you don't fail until you stop trying. Let me tell you something real. 90% of people never start. They dream, they plan, they talk, but they never start. They got ideas, big ideas, great ideas. But ideas without action are just fantasies. You know why most people never start? Fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of looking stupid. So they wait. They wait for the perfect time, the perfect plan, the perfect conditions. Guess what? Perfect never comes. While you're waiting, someone else is doing. While you're planning, someone else is building. While you're scared, someone else is winning. That's the 10%. They're not smarter. They're not luckier. They just started. Messy, imperfect, scared, but they moved anyway. You think Tupac waited for perfect? Nah, he started. He failed. He learned. He grew. He didn't wait for permission. He didn't wait for ready. He moved. And that's what separates the 90% from the 10%. Action, not perfect action. Just action. You don't need a perfect plan. You need a first step. You don't need confidence. You need courage. You don't need to know everything. You need to start somewhere. Here's the truth nobody tells you. Starting is the hardest part. Once you start, momentum kicks in. One step leads to another. One day leads to the next. But you got to take that first step today. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. What's that dream you've been sitting on? What's that idea collecting dust? What's that goal you keep postponing? Start it today. Scared? Good. Do it scared. Not ready? Nobody is. Do it anyway. Don't know how? Figure it out along the way. Because here's what happens when you don't start. Years pass, nothing changes. You're in the same place, same job, same routine, and you wonder, what if? What if I had started? What if I had tried? Don't let that be you. Don't be the 90% dying with regrets. Be the 10% who tried, who failed, who learned, who lived. Starting doesn't guarantee success, but not starting guarantees failure. You already failed if you never tried. So what you gotta lose? Everything to gain, nothing to lose. Take the shot, make the move, start the journey. Messy is better than nothing. Imperfect action beats perfect inaction every single time. You know what the 10% know? You don't need to see the whole staircase. You just need to take the first step. Then the next one appears, then the next. But you gotta start. Stop overthinking. Stop overplanning. Stop waiting for signs. This is the sign right here, right now. You reading this, that's your wake-up call. The universe is telling you, move, start now. Not when you feel ready, not when conditions are perfect, not when you're less scared. Now, while you're scared, while you're unsure, while you're imperfect, that's when champions are made. In the uncertainty, in the fear, in the first step. Look at every successful person you admire. They all have one thing in common. They started when nobody believed in them, when they had no money, when they had no experience. They started anyway, and they figured it out along the way. That's the secret. There is no secret. Just start, adjust, learn, grow, repeat. But first, start. Because 10 years from now, you'll wish you started today. Don't let future you regret what present you didn't do. Your dreams are waiting. Your potential is waiting. Your life is waiting. But none of it matters if you never start. So here's your challenge. Today, not tomorrow. Today, take one action toward your dream. One call, one email, one post, one step, just one. That's all it takes. One small action. Then tomorrow, another. Then the next day, another. Before you know it, you're not the 90% anymore. You're the 10%. The ones who started, the ones who tried, the ones who lived. Now stop reading, stop thinking, stop planning. Go, start today. Your future self is begging you. Don't let them down. Be the person who started. not the person who wished they had. The choice is yours, but the time is now. What are you waiting for? Permission? You got it. A sign? This is it. The perfect moment? This is it. Now start. You know what separates dreamers from doers? One word: start. That's it. Not talent, not money, not connections, just the willingness to begin. Most people die with their music still in them. Don't be most people. You got a gift, a purpose, a reason you're here. But if you never start, nobody will ever know, not even you. And that's the real tragedy. Not failure, not success, but never trying, never knowing what could have been. That eats at you late at night when it's quiet, when you're alone with your thoughts. What if I had just started? Here's what nobody tells you about starting. It's never the right time. Never. You'll always have excuses. Not enough money, not enough time, not enough experience, not enough support. But successful people, they start despite the excuses. They don't wait for better circumstances. They create better circumstances by starting, by moving, by doing. That's the difference. They don't wait for the door to open, they kick it down. They don't wait for opportunity, they make opportunity. And it all starts with one decision. The decision to start. You think you're not ready? Nobody's ready. You think you don't know enough? You'll learn. You think you might fail? You definitely will. But that's not the point. The point is you tried, you moved, you started. Failure is part of the process. It's not the opposite of success. It's a step towards success. Every person you admire failed multiple times, but they kept going. They kept starting. They kept moving. That's what made them great. Not their wins, their willingness to start again. After every loss, after every setback, after every failure, they started again. Stop waiting for confidence. Confidence comes after you start, not before. You build confidence through action, through trying, through failing and learning. You can't think your way into confidence. You have to act your way into it. Take one step, then another, then another. Each step builds confidence. Each action proves you can. But it starts with that first move, that first step, that first try. Without that, you're just dreaming. And dreams without action are just sleeping. Wake up, take action. Build confidence through movement. That's how it works. The 90% are waiting for what? They don't even know, just waiting for perfect, for ready, for easy, for guaranteed. But life doesn't work that way. Nothing's guaranteed, nothing's perfect, nothing's easy, and you're never fully ready. So stop waiting, start moving, start building, start creating, start living. Because every day you wait is a day you lose. Every week you postpone is a week wasted. Every month you delay is a month you can't get back. Time doesn't wait, life doesn't pause. The clock is ticking right now. What are you doing with it? Here's the truth about the 10%. They're not fearless. They're terrified, but they move anyway. They don't wait for fear to go away. They take it with them. They use it. Fear becomes fuel. Doubt becomes drive. Uncertainty becomes urgency. That's the shift. They feel the same fear you feel, the same doubt, the same uncertainty, but they start anyway. They don't let feelings stop them. They let feelings push them forward into action, into movement, into life. That's what you need to do. Feel the fear and start anyway. W got one life, one. Not a dress rehearsal, not a practice round. This is IT, and you're spending it waiting, planning, preparing for what? Death doesn't wait for you to be ready. It comes when it comes, and when it does, all those plans don't matter. All that preparation is useless. All that waiting was wasted. What matters is what you did, what you tried, what you started. That's your legacy, not your intentions, your actions. So what actions are you taking? What are you starting? What are you building? Or are you just waiting still? Let me ask you something. What's the worst that happens if you start today? You fail? So what? You look stupid? Who cares? You waste time? Better than wasting your life. Because that's what you're doing by not starting, wasting your life. Day by day, year by year, decade by decade, until you wake up at 60 and realize you never tried, you never started, you never lived. That's worse than any failure, worse than any embarrassment, worse than any setback. Dying with regrets, dying with what ifs, dying with dreams still inside you. Don't do that. Start today. The 10% know something the 90% don't. Perfection is a trap. It's an excuse. It's a prison, because perfect never comes. You'll never have the perfect plan, the perfect time, the perfect conditions. Never. So stop chasing perfect. Start chasing done. Done is better than perfect. Action beats planning. Movement beats preparation every time. You can adjust along the way. You can improve as you go. You can learn while doing. But you can't do any of that if you never start. So forget perfect. Choose progress. Choose action. Choose now. Your ancestors didn't wait for perfect. They moved, they built, they created, they survived, they thrived, not because they had perfect conditions, because they acted despite imperfect conditions. They didn't have a choice, but you do. And you're choosing to wait, to overthink, to delay. That's disrespecting their struggle, their sacrifice, their legacy. They gave you opportunities they never had, and you're wasting them, waiting for perfect, waiting for easy, waiting for guaranteed. Stop. Honor their legacy by starting, by building, by creating, by living fully. That's what they fought for. Don't waste it. Whew. Here's your moment right now, this second. You can choose. Keep being the 90%. Keep waiting, keep planning, keep dreaming, or become the 10%. Start today. Start now. Start messy. It doesn't matter how you start, just that you do. Take one action. Right after reading this, one action towards your goal, your dream, your purpose. Don't think about it. Just do it. Make the call. Send the email. Write the first line. Take the first step. Whatever it is, do it now, not later, now. That's how you become the 10%, one action at a time, starting right now.